Alright, we're back after almost 2 weeks. So, another video. Just me breaking down how I made $900 or $899, just $1 shy of 900. How I made $900 yesterday. Right? So, just proof of that. I'll get my phone up. There we are. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, this is USD. So, I got 2 wins, 1 loss. 2 wins, 1 loss yesterday. And convert that to NZD, it equals around 900 NZD, which is a pretty good day in my books on my 10k account. So over here, we see I have my trades I took yesterday. My first one was a 4.65 RR trade, which as you saw was the $465 I made. Second trade was a loss, got absolutely stopped out, got smashed on this trade. And my last trade of the day, this was a hard one because I was just targeting a low on the 1 minute down here, and I could have targeted down here to this low for a 6 RR. Doesn't really matter though, I followed my system, so I can't really complain. But yeah, it's just going to hurt a little bit. But first of all, I'm going to explain to you guys my bias. So if we go on the 1 hour, as you can see, we had this gap. We get filled. We're still respecting the MTF protected low here, meaning we are bullish. The price is most likely going to go up. We're going to go onto our 15-minute now, and we get our order flow shift. Price is going up, right? And we come across a MTF internal protected high plus sweep. Now, price 9 out of 10 times will usually always react off the internal protected high, which it did. And what was our confirmation? So for that first trade, yes, we were bullish. My bias was bullish. We probably had a weak high up here, looking for longs, right? But we approached the MTF internal protected high, and what I wanted to see was a 1 minute. I'm going to show you in a second. This is one of my best refinements I've made to my system. We have an unprotected high plus sweep plus divergence. So the sweep plus divergence on the double confirmation is, it's honestly like A plus in my books. And as you can see, we entered a little bit late on the 1 minute, so we entered around here. If I entered off this rejection candle, would have got more RR, but we entered around here, and from there we targeted this week low right here. So that's the first trade of the day yesterday, which made me 465 USD, which is around 700 maybe NZD. So yeah, good trade. I'm stoked, right? Going into maybe about an hour later, we get another setup that forms in this setup, so I'm just going to delete that. This setup is more of like a 5 minute setup, so I'll just show you again. We have an unprotected high plus sweep. We're going to go on the 5 minute just to show you guys really quick. So yeah, I'm just breaking down my trades I took yesterday that got me up on the day. Now, in the moment here, I made a mistake, but it's good because from mistakes, and when you lose, you learn. So that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of trading. And as you can see here, I entered off this rejection candle, and I got absolutely smashed from this massive bullish candle. Went up and hit my stop loss. The reason I took this trade, and the reason I shouldn't have taken this trade, is because, yeah, we had the MTF and high plus sweep, and we had another double confirmation. So price went down, obviously hit the week low, and it came back up. Usually this would hit. Usually you'd see price with the double confirmation on the 5 minute react off this high and come down to the week low down here. But the mistake I made is I already caught the move. I basically already caught the reaction for price to go down, which was here. So this was the move, price reacted off this high for the double confirmation, price moved down. Trying to catch a second trade, trying to catch the move after the move has already happened is just stupid, right? And as you see, price clearly went all the way up, and I lost 90 USD on this trade, which, I learned from it. So at the end of the day, following my system, and I'm learning, so it's good. So that was my second trade, my only loss of yesterday. and then onto this trade right here. So really quickly, I'm going to mark this out as a breaker structure on the lower time frame, meaning this is our lower time frame predicted low. Now just to clarify, on the 1 hour, price has not broken above the MTF predicted high, so we could still see a strong reaction, which we do here, down to maybe this predicted low. So now what I'm going to do is, because price never actually broke above this predicted high, price reacts down. Like, my bias is still bullish. It's just because price has failed to break above this high here on the MTF. It made it alright for me to look for a short, in which we got a nice little setup. So yeah, we had this predicted low. Price hasn't actually come down to it yet. It comes down later. I've gone back in time on the charts, but price, it does go up and it comes back down and then goes back up from there. So that's what it ended up doing. I'll show you guys after this. So on the 1 minute, we had this nice unpredicted high plus sweep. Yeah, I got the best entry possible on this, so I sniped it around here. I sniped it without rejection because in my data I've collected that sniper entries on trades such as this work like to a T, and as you can see here, it worked super good. And what's good about these sniper entries as well is that when price moves down, right, usually after the rejection candle, I will place my stop loss on the wick. So when price moved down, I then had my stop loss on the wick. So instead of having my stop loss up here, where I would lose 1% if I got stopped out, moving it down here just eliminates all that loss. And instead of losing 100 USD, I would lose around maybe 20 USD. So, you know, it's sniper entries. Yes, they're risky, but from my data, I understand how to execute them. So, yeah, it's really good for me using it within the system. And then, obviously, I wanted to target here. I closed early because we got a bit of rejection off this low. So my realistic target would have been here. Would have made a lot more. Obviously not 9 RR because my stop loss was more up here. But yeah, I closed here. Really quick TP. What I could have done, which probably I should have done, I was just had the thought in my mind we were still bullish because of the lower time frames. You know, I still respecting the predicted structure. But if I targeted here, it would have been a massive day. I would have almost made roughly $2,000 on the day if I targeted down here, which I probably should have done, but I'm happy with this trade either way. So 2 wins and a loss on the day. Really quickly, just going to show you guys what price does. So let me just skip this. Yes, the price comes down to this predicted low. We get a sweep. Obviously, price will respect it. That means we're looking for longs again. And then, yeah, price will probably just continue up like so. So that's the video. That's how I made $900 yesterday. And stay tuned for more videos because I'll be uploading a little bit more. Alright, see ya.